Hey guys, David Lemon here with today's video. Today I'll be showing you how you can go and design pages on GroovePages really fast. I will be showing you all the tools and the features that are available within GroovePages at this moment, which you can just very quickly learn, figure out, and then start using for your own builds. This is, as I call it, the magic features of GroovePages, because it really allows you to do really fast, really detailed designs, and then you can basically start from scratch and finish your build very quickly because of these features I'll be going and showing you today. So just let me know. Yesterday's live stream was a bit echoey. Just please let me know, guys, in case you can hear me well. Just type in the comments, I can hear you well, or is it bad, or is it good, just so that I know, so we can continue only if the sound is good enough. So yeah, in case you could just do that, please, I would really appreciate it. We have a couple of people joining in. Audio is good. I'm not quite sure who you are. Thank you very much for letting me know. Video is good. Awesome. This is what I want to hear. So guys, I really appreciate you coming here. I just wanted to ask you, good enough. Thank you very much. I don't want to create like high quality movie style cinema videos. I really want to just give my point across so that you can learn from everything that I have here to show you. So my video is good enough. So somebody said it here. Thank you very much. It doesn't matter how I look like. Maybe I'm not pretty enough. The point is what you see here on the screen. So this is the main point that I will be showing you. So in case you didn't do it yet, just head over please to streamyard.com/Facebook, and then you can allow StreamYard. This is the app we're using for live streaming on multiple platforms, on YouTube, Facebook, at the same time. So if you go to this link, streamyard.com/Facebook, StreamYard will be able to take your profile picture and then your name. So if you didn't do that, then I can see you like this. So here below my cursor, it says Facebook user, and I cannot see an image, a profile picture. But as you can see, Rob, he was on previous webinars, he did this step from StreamYard, and now I can see his picture, and then I can answer him specifically. So are you doing these lives every day? Yes, I am. Thank you very much, Rob. I'm doing a live every day except weekends. So you can see me here every day. There is Chaz Desmond. Okay, done. Perfect. Thank you very much. So in case you did this one, we can continue with the build. So today we will be working on this. So fast page building on GroovePages. I just put out some of the things that I will be talking about. Some people don't know certain things. Some people are familiar, but I will be just basically putting everything in one video. So later on, people, when they're coming and rewatching this video, they can really dive into all the details. So the topic of today will be these things. So tips on increasing editing and building speed with GroovePages. So the first thing will be, it's sometimes very obvious, but for some people it is not, using templates and blocks. This is something that not a lot of people use, as myself, but there is, I think most of the people will be using these ones. So you have pre-made templates and pre-made blocks, which in case you just put together the two, it's just basically a very nice custom looking page. You change some colors, you put in your images, your text, and then you're good to go. The next thing, what we will be talking about, is cloning sites and pages. So let's say you want to create a very, very similar site, or let's say another page on your website, how to do that and what are the ways you can do that. There will be also the topic on duplicating elements on the page. So there is a couple of steps you can do to just reuse the elements that you already put on your page. So duplicate them. You don't have to redo them or rewrite them or redesign everything. You can just duplicate the previously done elements on your page. saving the styling of the elements. This is very important in case you want to save the style and then reuse it on other places on your website. It is an interesting thing that is available in GroovePages. So I just wanted to show you that one. You can also save blocks as favorites. So for example, you designed a really nice cover that people see when they come onto your website, and this block can be saved and put on your other sites and also on other pages on your site. So saving pages, page designs and templates. This will allow you to create a design and save it as a template. So once you're starting a new site, it will be really quick so that you can start using everything that you already pre-designed. So it may be a bit difficult to understand what I'm saying now, but I will be going in step by step and showing you how you can do each of these certain things. So we will be starting with using templates and blocks. I just want to mention before I go into the builder that I created a very similar video, which is on the YouTube now and also in the Facebook group. It is how to reuse your own designs. I mentioned a couple of these items, what we will be talking about today, but I decided to do a complete walkthrough of all the features at this moment that GroovePages allows us to do, so that we can really go inside and in a couple of minutes, for some in a couple of hours, really create a beautifully looking website. And not a lot of page builders have these options, so this is what is specifically special about GroovePages. So let me just go into the page builder. So we go to app.groovefunnels.com, and here on the left hand side you click on GroovePages. And I need to relog in because I didn't use it in the last couple of hours. So yeah, so this is where you see all your pages. Once you clicked on the GroovePages here on the side, you click on GroovePages, and then you will be able to see all your sites. In case you're just starting out, in case you don't have any sites, it will be blank, and then you can just create a new site this way over here. So the first item on the list to talk about is using templates. So using templates, let me just go over here. Once you create a new site, you have a blank template over here, and then you will have probably templates available. So once you click on the templates tab, you can just click and choose or preview or choose the one that you'd like to use. Let's just go with one that I think this is one that I really like. So I want to just preview it to make sure that this is something that I really want to use. So I clicked on the preview button, and then I can scroll into the page and then see everything that this template offers. I like it, I'm happy with it, and I will just exit the preview and go to the select button. This is the way I go and choose the template I want to use. Now you can see it's loading in, it's opening the editor, and now we're in. So what we did now is we actually chose this template. So we are now able to click on certain elements of the page. I want to change the button, I want to change the text, I want to change the subheading, and we can actually go into each one of these things and then edit it. We can change it for our own, we can import our own pictures, we can import our own text, and then you can basically save it and you're done with your page. This is very simple to use, and these are not all the templates. We have a great designer that came over to work with us here at Groove Digital. He was the #1 seller of templates over at ClickFunnels, sorry, and he is basically the #1 seller of templates with ClickFunnels. In case you want to check out his sites, it's domy.site. Once you go to this, domy.site, you can see these are all pages that he created with ClickFunnels. Now, his name is Lucius, and Lucius is coming over and he started working with us here at GroovePages and Groove Digital, and he is bringing all of his funnels over here, so we'll be able to use them. Once you want to go in and then see all the funnels, you click on the all funnels here, and then you will be able to see basically all the funnels that he created. These are really, really professionally done. There is templates for electricians, for landscapers, for supplements, for online courses, for funnels and vacation rentals. Like, you can just go in there, guys, and then really explore. These funnels or these templates are coming over to us very soon. So you don't have to worry about only having a couple of funnels in our editor. Everything from here will be available very soon. So this out of the way, I would like to just go and start with the second thing. So using blocks. Blocks are separate sections of a page. For example, you can see that this over here is a section of the page that has a background image, this purple one. And then you can see here in the bottom section of the page that it says block. So this block means that if we move it around, everything on this section of the page is moving. So now we don't have that section first, we moved everything. This is called a block in our editor here. What you can also use are pre-made blocks that here are available in the blocks tab. So once you click on this first icon in the dark section of the page, these are the blocks. You can use one of the design blocks or wireframe blocks. I'll just go in and quickly show you what I mean by design blocks. You probably explored this a bit, but for the people that just joined us, I want to go in and actually show you. So the design blocks, these are blocks that already have some colors, some different font styling, some spacing, some other styling done to it. There are also wireframe blocks. These are blocks with only elements pulled in and just a bit of spacing done on it. So let me just show you. Okay, not empty. This is already going for me automatically. So let's say this one. Let's pull in this one. This is a wireframe block. You can see nothing is there. There is no background image. There is no color on the text. It's just a normal text, maybe a bit bigger size, but everything here is editable without any styling whatsoever. Only done so you can just pull it in, put in your text color, put in your styling that you would like to achieve, and then basically you're good to go. Once you pull in a design block, it looks like this. This is the same thing that we pulled in from the wireframe blocks, but as you can see, there is some styling applied. Here, the text is white. There is all the background is blue, and basically this is the pre-designed block. It's very similar, but this one doesn't have any styling on it. So this is the distinction, and then you can find all of these in the blocks tab. So this is the second way you can design pages quickly. You just pull in something from the, for example, something from the headline, something from the cover. Let's say I want to use this cover up here. I want to put in some features. Let's say this one. I want to pull in some testimonials. I will do that here. I just want to put in some text over here, and then basically you're almost good to go. We'll just put in a contact form like this, and then basically you just rearrange it on the page, and you're good to go with a footer on the end, and then that's it. So this is how you can design your pages quite quickly. I just made a mess now here. I will just undo everything. Okay, so now we'll just undo this one as well. Here we go. So we're back to normal. So this was the second part. This was the using templates and blocks. There's another section here, cloning sites and pages. So in case you're back here in the GroovePages tab, let's say you already pre-designed a page or a complete site. I'll just go inside this one and show you. So this is a site I created in one of the previous live demos. This is a podcast page, and this one has a couple of pages on here. You can see video 1, video 2, page 5, 6, 7. And I already named this site. So in case we come here, you can see that the name of this site is podcast template. So what happens if I clone it? We have this option here Once we come onto the site, we can see its name is podcast template. We click on this hamburger icon over here, and we have an option to clone the site. This is an option that makes a copy of everything that this site has. So the name of the website, the name of the pages, the copies of the pages themselves. So let me just show you. So this is the copy. This is the clone of the site I just showed you previously. And now, as you can see, when we go into pages, everything was transferred over. So all the pages that we had, all the styling, all the buttons, everything, and also the website name. So once I type in that this is the clone, we will have a distinction and we will know which one is which. So this is a way that you can actually take whole site that you created already in GroovePages and just reuse it. The second thing that I wrote here is cloning sites. This was the first thing that I just showed you. And then you can also clone pages. Let's say you designed a lovely looking page. Let's just see here what we have. Okay, this is the clone. I was testing this previously. So let's say I want to choose something quick from here. And this will be my page. This page is now called page 8. And I want to do this for one of my upsells. And I want to do another upsell that costs, I will just type in your number here, 359. Okay, so let's just go and save it. I would come over here, I would click clone, and this is now my cloned page that I'm on here. You can see it says page 8 copy and page 8 and page 8 copy. So once I go here, I would have, for example, 400. Okay, so now I have the same page, the same exact looking page. One is showing a price of 400, one is showing a 359. So this is, everything is the same except the one thing that we changed. So this is the way you can clone pages very easily. Let me just go on. We have also the option to duplicate elements on the page. So let's see, we want to create another heading. So we want to put some more text here below. I don't have to come in and then pull in an extra element over here and then style it, put it in the middle, and do everything from beginning. What I can do is I can just come over here next to the T button. So this is a text. So this button over here next to the trash can icon, I just click this one and then it's duplicated. Now I just type my text here. And then this is it. Everything is done. We just duplicated it and then we're good to go. So once I want to, for example, duplicate this one and then put some put some text in here, my text, and it is basically done within one click. Not a lot of page builders have this option, so this is very, very handy. Let's just see here. Rob commented a couple of comments here. If you put in a 50-50 column, can you drag a block into one of the 50 columns, or does the block have to cover the entire width? So this is a very good question, Rob. So this is going back to, I need to answer this with a page hierarchy again. So once you have a block, you cannot pull it in a column because, let me just show you here. Or actually, no, let me just quickly show you. So let's say I want to just pull in an empty container. You can see that this container is on the block. So the block is the base. You cannot have multiple blocks on top of each other because you can only have one block. This is like a sheet of paper. So you can put a sheet of paper on the desktop, and then this will be your block. You can put things on the sheet of paper. This will be things in the containers. But block is only one. It's like a sheet of paper. You can put multiple blocks next, on top of the other. So here will be one block, here will be another block, but you cannot put, like, stack them on each other, if you understand what I'm saying. So you can put a block here, a block below it, and below one more, but you cannot place blocks into columns. This is not possible. Okay, so that was one of the questions that he had. And then another question is, if you clone a page, is there a way to use that clone page on another site? If you clone a page, so I want to clone this page and I want to use it on my another site. No, but I will be showing you in the next things that I will be speaking of here. I will show you a way that you can use them on other sites. Okay, I think I understand your question. So let's go on. Saving the styling of elements. That is very important. Not a lot of people know about this one. So let me just save this button. I want to do an exact copy of this button. You can do it with the duplicate option. But let's say I want to do something on another page. I want to do it on my home page. I want this button to be the exact copy, to look the same as the other one. Now I can go in and then work with the styling and everything, or to use the duplicate from another page, it is not possible. So how would I be able to transfer over something that I designed over here onto this page? So this is where, okay, let me just exit this out. This is where the global styling option comes in. Let's say I want to click and then I want to save this button. I would come over here to global styles and I want to save this style. So create new style. I want to call this yellow yes button. Okay, I save this style. Now it is saved. In case you want to rename it, you can just come over here to edit styles and then you can rename it from here or delete it, of course. And now as I have this style saved, I come over here to another page that is completely different from the other one, and I just click on the element. So this was a button that I just copied the style from. I click on this button on the other page, and then I just apply the yellow yes button. So this is the exact styling of the button that we had on other page. It looks ugly now because it is not styled properly for this design. But what we actually did is we copied over everything that there was on that button except the text. The text is configured separately. So the design, the colors, the shadows, the borders, the spacing in it, everything was copied over to this one. And this is where you can use this global styles. For example, I want to change the styling of this text. You can also save that style. You just put in like create new style, heading text, and then you save this one as a style, and then you can reuse them on other pages on this site. So let's see what there is another comment from Rob. Does the global style only save on that website, or is it saved on the platform where you can use it on any website? This is a good question, Rob. Let me just see. So now we saved the styling for the yellow yes button. Let's just go over on another page and let me just see if it works. So let's just come over here. This is a site we created together in one of the other live demos I did. And I will just come over here and try to paste in the styling that we copied over from another site. Let's just go into global styling options, and then you can see we don't have it here. This was a good test to do together. So once you do global styling, it is global for one site. It is not transferred over to other sites. Thank you, Rob, for asking this question. Guys, there's a couple of you now watching. In case you have questions, you can just type them in so I can answer them while we are here on live. So basically, I can also show you how to work with this system. So let's just go on to the next thing. So we now saved. I showed you how to save styling of the elements. I want to show you how to save blocks as favorites. So as I explained you that you can see the blocks over here. So everything that is outlined with this green color, this is a block. So once we move it, everything would move. So the whole block. What you can do is save blocks into your favorites. You have here next to the duplicate button, so trash can, duplicate, and there's a little star over here. Once you click on the star, there will be a pop-up asking you where would you like to save this block. Sorry. It also says once saved, you will find your saved blocks in the designed blocks section. So I showed you before where the design block section is. This is once you go over here, and then this is the design block section. So in case you save your styled block, it will be in one of these categories. So let's just go and let's just go and save this block that we already styled. So I will click on this star over here, and I just want to choose, let's say I want to put it on covers section. Save. So now this I saved in my covers section. You can reveal them all this way. You can see, in case you reveal all the blocks, first blocks that you will be able to see will be your saved blocks. So one of the saved blocks that I just did is this one over here. In case we just want to use it again, we pull them in from the block section. So now, as you can see, we have two of these. And then you see there is a very, very thin divider. This is where the other blocks, the inbuilt blocks, start. The inbuilt blocks, you cannot delete them. Once you click on it or do something with it, you cannot delete. But in case you save the block for yourself, you have the option to delete it. So I will not delete it. I will just go over to another site and see if I can actually import the block that I saved. So you remember we saved the block. I just want to come over here, see all my blocks that I saved previously, and then this will be over here. So I went to another site, a completely other site. It was not the podcast page that I did. I saved my block, and then I am able to use it here. There is some styling, for example, on this button. You can see this didn't copy over, but you can just redo it from here. For example, this is a styling, the same styling as it was on the yellow button. I just want to copy it over using the global style and then just change the font. That's it. So this is how to save a block from one site and transfer it over to be able to use on other site. You can use this using the save the block options. This is to save the block as a favorite. And then we have another one, saving page designs and as templates. So to answer Rob's question, if you clone a page, is there a way to use that cloned page on other websites? So this is what I will be showing you with this section. So we go back into our podcast template clone, and I want to use this. I want to use this page on my other site. So when I say page, I mean everything that is on here, not just one block, everything. So I will just pull in something else so that you can see that everything is saved. Okay, so now we have this one, and I want to save everything all together. So the first block, the second block, and the third block. So how I do this is I come here in the right-hand corner, and then I click on this button, Save as Template. This will basically save the page as a template that I can reuse later on. So now I save that, I click the button, Save as Template. So what I can do now is I can use the template on another page. Let's say I want to use another page. Here I can see there is My Templates tab. And here, the last one is basically the page I saved the last. You can preview it, you can select it or delete it. Let me just select it. So I create this new page with the one that I did. You can see now we are in the page 10, and we actually cloned everything over that was on the home page over here. So this is now the home page we're on, and we basically made a complete copy of it. And not only on this site that we can use this template, but we can come over to other sites. We can come over to other sites, we can import them there, or create a complete new site using the My Template or the Save Template tab. So let's just create a new site. And then you can see we were on another website, we saved the design that we created, we came over to another website, and we just imported the whole design where we can click on the things and then start editing like nothing had happened. So this is the question, this is the answer to the Rob's question. If you clone a page, is there a way to use it, that clone page on the other website? So this is the way that you can use it, basically using the save as template option. So that is in short everything that I wanted to talk about, guys. In case you have any questions, please type them in so I can answer it for you now while we're working on this one. And yeah, basically using these things, you can really go out there and then quickly design pages. Let's say you are a website designer that specializes in designing websites for hairdressers. This is just something I pulled out of my head now. As a hairdresser website designer, you can create one website and one website template, and then just put this same template on other customers' website. You just change out the text, you put in your logo, you changed out the colors, and then basically you're done. This is a very, very short and then simple process that you can use to rebuild websites very quickly. Let's say you have a product, like let's say you have a book funnel you want to create, and then you create the website, you design the buttons, you put the pictures in, and then you go out and sell this book using this template. You have big success selling this book, and now you want to create another book. You write another book, and you already have a website, a template that you can just clone over, maybe put in some other stuff on it, other blocks, and then basically you're good to go. This can be done in just a couple of minutes for more advanced designers or users of GroovePages, or in a couple of hours in case you're just a newbie or just a starter with this platform. But this is a very simple process that you can use. Use templates and blocks, clone sites and pages, and just save elements as global styles. This is something awesome that not a lot of platforms offer you. So I was a freelancer web designer with using WordPress, and in WordPress you need to buy plugins to be able to do some of this stuff, and this is already inbuilt in this GroovePages thing, and it is still in beta mode, guys. This is not the software is not even complete yet, and it can already do most of the stuff that a lot of page builders cannot even do. Like, it can do more things than other page builders. But anyway, I think this is my ranting finished now. I didn't receive any new comments, guys. I just wanted to mention that today we will be having, in just a couple of hours, we will have another webinar. There will be a webinar on GrooveCart. GrooveCart has a challenge now going on. We are today on the day 3. We will be going on and building things out in our GrooveCart stores. So this will be, there is a post on it in the Facebook groups, and also there is a live stream already scheduled on YouTube, so you can go on either of the platforms and watch it there. This will be in like 3 hours, so you can just go in there and then watch it. And then I received the question here from Dan Volts on YouTube. Let me just see what it says. How do you set up a contact form for a local lead gen site that will forward the email to the client? So then I'm not quite sure in case you are in our Facebook group or not, but this has been answered like, I think 20 something times. At this moment, we have a contact form block, but we have integrations that you can use, but it is too complicated. I was playing with it, and it is not something I want to show you. But very soon the GrooveMail platform is coming out, which will allow us to, within GrooveFunnels, have an email sending platform. At this moment, you cannot receive and send emails from GroovePages. It doesn't have this server set up for sending and receiving emails. But once GrooveMail is done and is published, the contact forms will be able to receive contacts and also send out the emails. So this option to send and receive emails is not yet finished in our GrooveFunnels platform. So unfortunately, at this moment, there is no simple way to do that. There is an option to do that using SendGrid integration, but it is too complicated. I was playing with it like, let's say, 4 days in a row, and I still have difficulties actually receiving the email. So I don't want to do videos on that one. I would just leave it out and then let GrooveMail be published, and then we would be able to have proper contact forms that you can design and use. Some people asked, like, why cannot we have it? WordPress has it. The thing is, with WordPress, on your hosting, so from HostGator or Bluehost or other hostings, in the cPanel, this is the control panel that you can install WordPress on. This cPanel has already an email integration, an email platform, so sending, receiving emails integrated in it. This is not yet, as I said, this is not yet inbuilt in GrooveFunnels, but it will be soon. It will be ready for the July launch. So at this moment, it is not possible. I hope I answered your questions. Yeah, I can see your comment. Thanks. You're very welcome. And for everybody else, this is basically an explanation. So please don't ask a couple of more times in the Facebook group. I would be just copying over answers that I wrote before. So that's it, guys. I didn't see any new questions come in. Please come in approximately 3 hours to the live stream that we will have on GrooveCart. We'll be sharing some gold nuggets there. And then, yeah, see you. What's the day today? Today is, yeah, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I also have a live stream. You can come and join me tomorrow as well. And yeah, see you in the groups. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.